La cucaracha ya no puede caminar porque no tiene, porque le falta.
Hi everyone, welcome to El Café. My name is Omar Fierros and I am the chef and owner of El Café Shop here in Kansas City. And today I'm gonna bring you one of my favorite recipes. Um, Basically, every week I'm gonna try to bring you something new, something easy to prepare, and something for you to amaze your friends and family. Remember, we only have the best of the best, the Mexican food, the authentic way Mexican food is supposed to be. We forget about beans and rice, forget about, I don't know, stuff that is not even Mexican. Anyways, today we are going to start with a basic recipe of the rice pudding, which is the Mexican rice pudding version. And we are going to guide you step by step how to prepare. So, what we are going to need is going to be 1 cup of rice, 7 cups of water, 1 cup of whole milk, 1 can of condensed milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, 2 cinnamon sticks, and cinnamon powder to garnish. Okay, so to start, we are going to pour the water in a cooking pan. You're going to add the rice, which is about a cup, and you're going to drop 1 stick of cinnamon, which is gonna give the flavor that it needs. So what you want to do basically is you're gonna set it in medium high heat, and you're gonna let it boil for about 18 minutes or until the rice is tender. Do not cover it because you want the water to boil and evaporate to give it that consistency and make it soft. While you wait for it to cook, make sure you stir it, otherwise it's going to stick in the bottom of the pan, and you don't want that because you're gonna get some burn rice, and you want it to taste moist and you don't want to taste that uh, the burn flavor. You want to make sure your rice is tender, and by doing that, make sure you get some out of the pan and grab it. Be careful because it's really hot, and taste it, and that way you know when your rice is actually tender. This in this case needs a little bit more time. It is almost there though. It is tender and the texture is getting there. Um, so I think a few more minutes, 5 more minutes, and it'll be fine. Okay, so the rice, I believe it's ready now to be taken off the fire, and yeah, it is tender, and it tastes actually really good. What we're gonna do then, turn off your stove, and what you're going to do is you're gonna transfer this into you're gonna strain it to remove all the water, and you're going to discard the cinnamon that you're not gonna be using. And you're going to use a strainer to get all the excess water. And also, since we are done cooking the rice with the cinnamon, we're just gonna discard it. We don't need it anymore. You can put the pan back on the stove and make sure the water on the rice is drained all the way, because you don't want any excess water in it. So we can discard this cinnamon since we don't need it anymore, and let it rest there for a little bit. Actually, what you want to do is you're gonna rinse it with cold water, because you want to make sure all the dirt and whatever is in the rice that might be harmful for you is gone. Alright, so we are going to return the rice back into the pan, and we are going to add all the other ingredients. Okay, we're going to incorporate the rest of the ingredients. In this case, we are going to do the whole milk. We are going to open the can of the condensed milk. And to take it all out, you might gonna need a spoon because it is really thick, and you want all of it to go into the pan. So it is like really thick, but it's delicious. So make sure you put it all in it. Okay, and then you're gonna add the evaporated milk. All right, and you're going to add just a little bit of vanilla flavor, vanilla extract, and I like to use this brand because first of all, it is 100% natural, and it is actually one of the best ones to try. So just a tiny bit, not too much. Okay, make sure you put it back to boil for another 20 minutes, and you're gonna leave it there until everything is cooked to perfection. So you're gonna make sure it's again in medium high heat, and let it boil there, like I said, for another 20 minutes or so. Make sure you stir this one up very good, otherwise the milk and everything is gonna stick in the bottom of the pan, and the condensed milk it burns really easy, so you don't want that on your flavors. You want it to taste sweet and a little bit cinnamony, and so make sure you stir it up very well, here and then, so that way you don't get that nasty burn flavor. After a little while of cooking, make sure you turn down the heat to a low, and let it simmer there for, I don't know, 10 more minutes maybe. What you want to accomplish is a thick mixture of rice and milk, and once it thickens, you're gonna notice actually, because when you put your spoon in it, it feels a little heavier, and it's not so liquidy anymore. Okay, so what you want to do after it reaches the texture that you desire, you're going to incorporate the raisins. And in this case, I am using a mixture of dark raisins, yellow raisins, and cranberries. It's my personal preference, but you can use pretty much any dry fruit that you want. In this case, I just want to sprinkle this a little bit. Make sure they're mixed in together, and let it boil for another, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, just to all the flavors to absorb and mix together. All right, so looks like our rice pudding is done cooking, and what we're gonna do now, it's we're just gonna get it off the stove, and make sure you serve it right away, but wait a little bit though, so otherwise you're gonna burn your mouth before you eat it. And you're gonna sprinkle some flavor in it. Okay, so once you got your rice pudding off the stove, what you want to do is get a few or a couple of these pirate containers. Make sure you add some of your rice pudding, and be careful though because it's really hot still. And fill it up as much as you want, and make sure they're good portions. And excuse me. And just set it aside for a little bit. All right. And what you want to do, just for decoration purposes, you might want to add some of the cinnamon. Make sure it looks nice, and don't put too much though, because cinnamon is really powerful and strong. And also, you can use one stick, just cut it in half of cinnamon, just to make it look a little bit nicer. And that's it. All you need to do is just enjoy. Okay, basically that's it for now. Here's your rice pudding. It is actually really good. Be careful again because it's going to be very hot. And you can eat this also cold. It does not have to be hot. In Mexico, a lot of people like it cold better than hot, but it's totally your own preference. And anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you like it, and we give you a good recipe for you to make. And don't forget, subscribe, okay? And also you can visit our website, elcafeshop.com, where we have a lot of good food for you to try. Remember, we are in Kansas City, Missouri, and just follow us in Twitter and Facebook. Thank you and have a great day.
A quien yo quiero y no la puedo olvidar. En el mundo yo tengo una rosa que con el tiempo la voy a cortar. Que si Adelita quisiera ser mi esposa, que si Adelita fuera mi mujer, le compraría un vestido de seda para llevarla a bailar al cuartel.